My next guest is helping to beat cancer by brewing a beer called Beet Cancer, B-E-E-T Cancer. We have brewer and business owner Mike Hess here with an incredible story and an incredible beer that you're pouring here. And there's a reason it's got a little bit of a different hue to it. We're going to beat cancer here, right, with this new beer. Mike, thanks for coming in. And please share your incredible story with your 12-year-old daughter Keely, and our hearts go out to her right now.
Thank you very much. Yeah, so our 12-year-old Keely, who's our middle child, was diagnosed with osteosarcoma, which is a rare form of cancer. Only about 10% of the pediatric cases a year are osteosarcoma or bone cancer, and we found out on August 3rd, and we started chemo on August 12th, and she's been in the hospital at Rady, UC Davis Medical the entire time.
There's Keely right there. She's a champ.
Yeah, she's a great kid. She's been fighting it hard. It's a really tough disease to fight. For osteosarcoma in particular, it's all chemo, and then there's surgery to remove the tumor. And essentially what our brewers came up with is this idea to come up with a beer that we could use to raise money. They thought originally for my family and me, but I wanted to, once I found out about the lack of funding that there was out there for pediatric cancer research, and it's significantly...
Yeah, let's get into that. I was shocked by the numbers. I mean, these are our country's kids, and something like only a handful, 4% of the funding is actually going to pediatric cancers.
Of the federal funds that go to pediatric to cancer research, only 4% goes to pediatric cancer.
Wow.
And pediatric cancer is a whole subgroup. There's 12 different cancer types and subgroups. More money is spent on just prostate cancer alone than all pediatric cancer. Wow. It's brutal. In the last 35 years, only 3 new drugs have come to market for kids with cancer. And it's a funding issue. And so what we're trying to do with Beet Cancer, our brewery's always been very philanthropic, and we've been engaged with lots of organizations, from the Girl Scouts to the Autism Society and service dogs and things like that. But this is a much like autism, a very big expensive deal to try and fix.
I was at your North Park facility for our News and Brews event, and I got to meet some of your staff, and they are like family, right? They really came together and they put this together. There's actual beets in this beer, right? And potatoes. There's beets and potatoes in here to bring that really neat hue to it.
We put purple potatoes in the mash, and we put beets in the hop back, and we made a Belgian wit.
Cheers. Wow. Wow, nice. So back to the proceeds on this. They came to you with the idea of raising funds for you and your family. You said, no, looking at the funding, there's more we can do with this. Right. Explain that.
Oh, yeah. So what we'd like to do is, there's $1 a pint and things like that breweries do. Right. And those are great to raise $300,000, $400,000, $1,000, whatever, but $1,000 isn't going to make a dent. I've found through the research that just to get the seed money to start research, it's about $50,000 to get off the ground. And there are organizations that we've teamed up with, like Pavlov, and the Truth 365, that will provide that seed money for scientists to get into the lab and start working on proof of concept, and then they can go upstream to like NIH and get big funding. So $50,000 to get off the ground, then that will lead them potentially to the $1.5 million or $5 million grants that they need to see that through fruition. So I'm throwing out a big, hairy, audacious goal here that we're going to try and raise $50,000.
There you go.
By just having people come in and just donate to the cause. We're going to do it at all of our brewery locations. People can just
the event is this Friday. Okay.
5 o'clock. All our locations. We're going to have the majority of the folks, I'm sure, at North Park, because that's our main hub. Right. We'll have infographics like this one here for people to engage with, and we'd just love people to come out and support it so we can get something going.
Once you read these infographics, this top one right here caught my eye. Every day, approximately 250 kids around the world die from cancer. 250. During this segment, there is a child who died from cancer. And so it's so important that we get out and help fund these type of projects, raising some great money. Our thoughts are with you and Keely. She's a champ. She's a fighter. We're looking forward to seeing her progress here.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right. Cheers to you and to Keely's recovery, which is going to be happening very soon.
I'll drink to that.
All right. Heather, we'll send it back over to you.
All right. Come on, Keely. We're on Team Keely now. We're going to get this done. $50,000. Mike, you post one picture of her in your brewing company there, and I get